Excellencies and authorities, good morning. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you today on behalf of the International Monetary Fund. It's a great honor to join you at this, the fourth Financing for Development Conference. Once again, the is escalating as major policy shifts reshape countries' priorities, and despite progress that has been made on trade talks and the scaling back of some tariffs, trade policy uncertainty indicators are off the charts. This has in overseas development assistance. This is why this conference is so important. Decisive and necessary steps to accelerate development progress. And these steps must be taken both at the individual country level, but also at the international community level. With that in mind, and with this opportunity in our hands, let me stress three critical priorities: one at the country level and two at the international level. First priority at the country level: implement strong domestic reforms. In an uncertain economic environment, the work to advance development must begin at home. And let me point to two sets of critical reforms within this first priority. First, domestic revenues remain the bedrock of country-led efforts for sustainable growth and development. Many countries can boost resources available to them by broadening the tax base and improving compliance. And secondly, by building strong public financial management systems, they can redirect spending to sectors like health and education and well-targeted social safety nets and growth-enhancing public investments. Second priority, at the international level, ensure that support is coordinated and tailored. Development partners must help with policy advice, capacity building, and financial support. And to be effective, assistance should be tailored to countries' individual circumstances and challenges. Indeed, while developing economies have many characteristics in common, there are keen differences in their economic conditions. The needs of the poorest and most fragile countries in particular, who are often the hardest hit by global shocks, demand our attention. And for those countries, concessional financing remains of critical importance. The third priority, also at the international level, address debt vulnerabilities. The risk of systemic debt crisis seems broadly contained for now. But many countries continue to struggle with high interest costs and refinancing needs that constrain their ability to finance critical development spending and build resilience. This is why the international community must further improve debt restructuring processes to ensure that countries with unsustainable debt have access to timely and sufficiently deep debt relief. We have already seen progress under the Common Framework and at the Global Sovereign Debt Restructuring Roundtable. And the recently published Sovereign Debt Restructuring Playbook is an important resource for countries considering a restructuring. But Excellencies, there is still much more work to do. The IMF is doing its part in supporting developing countries. Through our tailored policy advice, we help our members make their economies more vibrant and more resilient. And we will continue to strengthen our analysis and guidance on monetary, fiscal, exchange rate, development will continue to help equip our members with tools and expertise to chart their own path, working in close collaboration with development partners. Through our lending instruments, we provide financial support to our members when they need it most. Last fall, its lending capacity while restoring its self-sustainability. And we will continue to explore ways to strengthen our precautionary facilities and ensure that our programs are well designed. The fund also actively contributes to addressing debt challenges. We provide technical support to individual restructuring. And working in conjunction with the World Bank, we're advancing work at the Global Debt Roundtable, and we're implementing the three-pillar approach to help countries with sustainable debt and strong reform agendas, but where high debt service crowds out productive spending. Simply put, the IMF will continue to help our members achieve economic and financial stability, both of which are prerequisites for reaching their development objectives. Excellencies, as we work together this week, the IMF will remain a trusted partner and champion of the international development agenda. Together, we can help bring our members towards a brighter future. Thank you and good morning.